Hey guys, Eddie from Food for Thought. So I am gonna just show you what has been happening in the garden. Um, as I said on another video, this is blowing my mind how things are going on, and I've never been a gardener. So come and see what's happening. Okay, so this is the main raised bed. Let me just come on this side. This part here, I've got several different type of kale. There's dinosaur kale, Russian red kale, and curly kale. Obviously, this is the curly kale, Russian red, and this one in the middle is going to be the dinosaur. So that's the start of it. The rest of all this around the big mass is tomato plants. And let me bring you over, get a really good look at it. Okay. So let me go through. So obviously you've got the curly kale, red, and then this is dinosaur kale. So you got the three different types in here just now. I'm going to grow, I'm going to set up another couple of big raised beds at the backyard, the back of my front yard, I would say the north side, and actually put a really massive part of kale and start that now for the winter. So that's going to be a good greens for us for the winter time. Just peppermint. Come round. There's parsley. And obviously my tomatoes. These ones came in really late. I know this one is going straight up crazy. But not putting a huge amount of fruit. Oh, we've got a couple sort of down there. A couple in there. A couple in there. But not going, crazy. But and I have trimmed it back down at the bottom. I've sort of been taking off all the suckers and whatever. I missed one sucker which came out, so that might be one of the reasons why it's not flowering that much. But these were planted in really late, so these might come in late on. Let me go back. These here are, let me think, Brussels sprouts, so they'll take a while to come up. This is broccoli, and then I got my onions in between, which unfortunately, thinking about it, and some over there, thinking about it was really silly because I'm not getting an awful lot of light. But as I said, not a huge person for a garden, so I didn't know. But hey, to start, this one again is not doing that well. I've got some sort of, and I've pruned them all back, but it's not really done overly well. They are coming out of the so-called cages, which I've just bought wood. I'm actually going to have to get a trellis right up here so I can get the trellis, because these are going to go still a lot taller. Obviously these are indeterminate. I bought these from the farmer's market that I usually go to on a Friday, and I had no idea. I just told they were beefsteak tomatoes, so I had no idea what type. And I said inexperience. You guys saw the video of me doing my ginger and my turmeric, and you can see it's starting to come up. The little ones just start to sprout, and I got a couple other turmeric are coming up as well. So this is a really slow plant to come up, but it's not really the leaves that I really want. It's obviously the root that is going to be doubling and tripling in size. That's what I'm going to be trying. So let me take you around another side. So this is the other side of the the main thing, bed. So this is my other smaller bed. Let me get down here. So, oh, I'll have to edit that part out. So this here is sorrel. This is French sorrel. Good for salads and stuff. Love this stuff. Got that lemon flavor to it. This came from Gordon's Garden. This was only a little diddy plant. You give me a tiny little cutting and sage, and that's really taken off really well. A little bit more parsley. Not doing as well as that one over there. I planted rhubarb here. All the rhubarb died off, which I expected, and it's only just starting to bud the second leaf. This one's coming up. Oh, I keep pulling out weeds, which you're going to get in mulch and compost. But the rhubarb's coming up again. These are another couple of small ones, small tomato plants that I just put in about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I think 2 weeks ago. Peppers, which you can see. Peppers. They're all starting to grow. I've got the 3 or 4 inch plant. It's going to be nice. So I'm growing a real good salad. And then back to my blackberries, which are going nuts. So they've just, oh my, I don't know, focus. Why is it not focusing? Autofocus. This should be. There we go. So the berries are just starting to come out. So I'm going to get that netted up. I'll get that netted up next week before the birds decide to take away all my stuff. You see, this is my rabbit food. Forgive the clothes. We're trying to go as much green this year, so we haven't had the dryer on all year, and that's going to go as long as I possibly can. So the potato sacks that I started, be interesting to see how they're going to come out. This is just a little patio variety that I got. There's only like five plants on that. It's still moist underneath. So that's starting to grow. I'll get to the top. So coming up to the top of that's obviously where the rabbit tree is. I built a new shelving system there. I've got all my deck stuff away from the back of the house, and I'm getting it tidied away to the back of the rabbit tree. But this is one of my other beds that was the manure bed that I had to get moved because of which I was going to move it anyway. But obviously I've got corn coming up. Not as many as I was hoping. There obviously has been some kernels didn't germinate. But c'est la vie, that happens. Got squash. Got two different types of squash. That's butternuts, that's acorn. Across here I've got sour gherkin, Mexican sour gherkins. So we'll go across. Again, more plants for the rabbits. You know, the purple flowers, I'm just letting, that's mallow. I'm letting that come to seed so that I can get the seeds put in the ground and get that for next year, possibly. But I'm actually thinking, because I'm, really getting into the growing these vegetables, is digging this whole area or making another big, really long ass bed. Just a raised bed, same as I've done before, because obviously this is the bottom of this is the bed from here. So this is all straw beds, straw bales. So I'm going to probably do the same here, and then just do the same, is get the wood around it. What I will do, obviously, with next year is, once these are all out, is continue to fill that, because that's going to be able to get another 6 inches, 7 inches of good quality manure and mulch and all that kind of stuff on top of that for next year. And then the year after that, another manure, because that's about 18 inches of wood that's surrounding that. So that's going to be about another 3 years of continuing growth. of the bed, and it's going to be able to continue to produce more over the next 5 years easily, because the amount of nutrients that's already in there, because that's full of manure as it is. So it's straight nutrients for that. That's why the plants are doing kind of well. So I'm getting these boxes of just getting these started. These are going to be potatoes for the fall. So I'm going to get them planted within the next week or two. And then around here, and this is my zucchini. I think this is the zucchini plants here. That's zucchini. I think that one's zucchini. Yeah, that's zucchini, and that's cucumber. So those are cucumber, pumpkin, eating pumpkin, spaghetti. Oh Christ, what is this one? Let me see. Buttercup squash. And these are cucumber. So those were planted about a week after those ones. But I've already gotten, I don't know if I can, but there's already flowers started. If I can actually get in here, see the fence down. I've just put up second layer of chicken wire to tie up the runners. I've already got plants that are starting. Little zucchini. And these are all going to flower up and then really go crazy. And then these ones, they're already starting. You can see the pumpkin heads, the flowers. So these are all, I have to get in and take out all the suckers. I don't want it to go too crazy because I've only got a small bed. So with the flower, it's okay, but I have to take off the. Great, that neighbor just turned up being an asshole. Just a bit of a tease as I'm walking past. So we got babies there. We got the quail here. I'm going to do an update, a proper update. But that cage over there is empty, and I'm going to have more quail in there, and I'll give you my reasons once I do my full update. But we've got more babies there. This is Charlotte. She's pregnant. More babies there. More babies there. And then we got all my males. We've got one pregnant down on the bottom. Freya did have a litter, but a first time litter, and she really was not a good mom. But I'll explain that soon. As I said, teaser. Come out to the back of my property. This is the side. My lawnmower is underneath that. So this is that side of property. Next year, I'm having this definitely right up here. I'm going to have raised beds. I'm going to have more vegetables. And then really kick ass next year. But this is just a box. This is a travel box. We heat treated wood. So I decided to turn it into, my wife wanted it as a table, but hasn't used it all year. So I appropriated it, and it's now got my spinach, which only got planted yesterday, and it's got a ton of heat on it today. And the reason why I put it out this side of the house is that I was hoping that the sun was going to go away. So I'm going to have to actually go out and get some white cover and get that covered up, because this is starting to burn. Although I've got the box tilted over, it's starting to burn. So that got really well watered, and it's got rabbit pea, so there's going to be a ton of nitrogen in there, hopefully get a kickstart. And that's the spinach box. I love spinach. So this is the front bed now. It was full of oats, which I gave to the rabbits, let it cut, grow, and then get that into the rabbits. But now I've dug that out and put vegetables in it, which has only been in there like 2-3 weeks. These one here about 3 weeks. Those ones about 2 weeks. And these I put in the what do you call it? They are terrible for remembering which one. Bright Light Swiss Chard. So it's got the different. It will have different coloured stalks. But a lot of broccoli. These are cabbage. More kale. More zucchini across there. I love zucchini. I'm not a great lover of celery, but I had to have the celery in here. This is my bucket. It's got the lovely. But the plants love it. I've been every week, 2 weeks, 10 days to 2 weeks. I've been putting it on this lot, and within 3 weeks, they're really starting to mature, really coming up well. I've got my pepper plants. That's my my pepper bomb. I think it's called bell bomb or something like that. But that's a hot pepper. These are the purple peppers. Got a couple more flowering that's going to come up, same as this one. These are going to be coming up soon, but I've got a couple of peppers that are coming up. Those, and those will be coming up soon. These are my sweet heat peppers. And they're going around here. I'm going to be taking this one off today, and then that one too. And I'll let you know what they taste like. But the front again, see, broccoli. Love broccoli, it's one of my favorite vegetables. So I've got broccoli coming up all over here. It's another, that one there is another squash. That's a spaghetti squash. These tall plants all back here, which I'm going to have to stake out soon. Oh, I'll keep my tilting back. So these are all sunflowers. These are mammoth Russian sunflowers. So it's supposed to be given some crazy amount of seeds off that, and they're all edible. So I've got 12 plants, and they say about 1,000 seeds. I don't know if that's going to be true or not, but they say 1,000 seeds. So I've got 12 plants, so it's 100,000 seeds. So hopefully that'll be good. That one there is another spaghetti squash. Come around. That only got planted in 2 weeks ago, but it's coming up quite well. That one there's cantaloupe. You got the flowers on it, so it's going to start giving me a couple of fruit soon. That one and that one there are pumpkins, but they're growing for my kids because they're going to be jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. So get them really into it once they start. Oh, my peony roses are dying, which is a shame because I love my peony roses. These are more of my. That's a new one I've just put in. That's a cutting, so I don't know whether that's going to come up or not. More pepper plants, but they're not really producing much. But they've not been in overly long. That one's only been in a couple of weeks as well, but I think it's getting overshaded. But these big boys here, we've got the tomatoes starting to grow on these, and I've just cut them back. Let me go around here. As you can hear, I'm on a main road. And then I've got the plants all here. So let me just pause this for a second. Okay, so let me continue. You can tell it's a small town. We've got the police showed up to a neighbour's house, which is a change from showing up to all the different agencies showing up to mine because of neighbours. But I didn't do it. So we got lettuce starting in here, another tomato plant. That's a cluster tomato. Hopefully I have little clusters of fruit. Just got in some watermelon, more onions. These are supposed to be, I've got these forever onions. I don't know. More peppers just going in, but they're not doing much at all. It's like 3 weeks they've gone in, and they're doing nothing. Carrots. And I actually will be, I don't know what these are. I remember putting in seeds, but I didn't mark what they were. Like an idiot, I've forgotten what they are. I've written down, have a look and see what. Let me see. Golden Acre. I'll have to check what that is again. So whatever that is, it's called Golden Acre. They look sort of cabbage, lettuce, something of that ilk. Same looking like the broccoli and whatever. It's the same sort of leaf system. Anyway. Just got in my tiger lilies. Got them from a friend. So shout out to Nicole. Thank you very much for those. These are my bean bushes. They're just starting to flower. More beans. These will be trellis beans. So I've got my trellis that I'll get put up here. I've got arugula, which is going to go in here this week, but actually tomorrow. Got my, what's in there? Garlic. I've got a couple of weeds growing in there as well, so just letting that go. And these are my other beans. I'm gonna have to keep trying to get that to hang on. These are my beans, these are my garlic. Some didn't come up, so I actually bought some sugar snap peas to put in between the ones that weren't growing. So I'll have a different type of crop right throughout there. So I've got to get rid of my dirt pile. I bought that, I explained before, I bought that as a pile of topsoil. Ended up being garbage. But I am using it for gravel for the birds, and the birds absolutely adore it. That plus I use play sand, so they can have dust baths, and they absolutely love them. So my front yard is being used properly, as what I think. I've got more skids which is going to build a deck seating area that my wife is desperate for me to make. So that's going to be, I've got a week off, 10 days off next week. This coming Wednesday I've got 10 days off. So I'm going to hopefully have time to do some work on that. I want to take a day off and head up and see my good friend Colin, take him his rabbit, because he was supposed to be coming down, but I got really sick and I couldn't, so I apologize for not getting into that. But that's a start. So my dream of going sort of self-reliant is slowly getting on there. I've got eggs every day. I've got my rabbits. I've now got my vegetables on the go. So there you go. So come around here, and this is Eddie from Food for Thought. Thanks very much for letting me take you around the garden, show how things are just progressing. I will progress even more, but show you what's going to happen. So take care. Thank you very much for your support. See you on our Facebook page, and see you later. Bye now.